Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wicked Funny Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Bowden. With me, as always, is Frank Gazzero.
Hello.
And Katie Arroyo.
Hello.
And this is a very special episode. It comes out the week of Thanksgiving. That should be when you're listening to this.
That's
right. It's our Friendsgiving episode.
Yeah,
and
I love this day.
We have. What do you? Well, I'll introduce you, and then you can explain whatever that nonsense was. Good friend of ours here at the podcast, Kristine like, Blinn is here. Good friend, Kristine Blinn. How are you?
Jumping in unwanted first.
You're like, good friend, now shut up.
Yeah, that's how you know you're a good friend, when I tell you to shut up right off the rip.
This is going swimmingly already.
Yeah.
It's great. It's not like it's an audition, anything. You've been on before. Kristine has been on before, everybody.
Yes.
If you go back, you can listen to
got
Kristine and Katie drink wine.
We have wine again.
Just one this time.
And they have wine again.
Just
one
just
glass
one
or one
time.
box?
One
glass.
Oh.
All right, that's the rule. One glass for you two kids, because I'm not there to supervise. And we saw what happened last time.
It was
Things
wild.
got a little dicey. It got dicey. Good. So that's one rule. No, one glass of wine.
Okay.
Katie, can you think of any other rules that we should institute this episode?
I want to see Frank's face this episode, because I make the clips for our episode, and Frank just didn't even make the clip because his face was down the whole time.
Oh, I was doing stuff. I'm sorry,
I know.
I was doing stuff.
So if you could schedule doing stuff to after the podcast for this week, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that can be rule 2B. So rule 1, one glass of wine. Yeah. 2, head up. 2B, if you're doing stuff, wait till after.
Yeah, schedule after.
And I'm not even drinking today.
Wow.
I have Gatorade with water in it because the Gatorade's already gone.
Does that mean you have a problem? Like, you've acknowledged the problem?
Well.
Yeah.
Well.
Container, everybody.
Yeah.
Look at Frank turning a leaf, drinking out of appropriate containers.
No, but he's not, Brian, because he has a Gatorade container, but there's no Gatorade.
No, there's water in it. I just finished.
You know what? Gatorade. A baby step is still a step, Katie.
Yeah,
a baby step is still a step.
At least it's not like a shoe.
I may have an issue, but we can get into that later.
All right, we'll get into that later. But let's talk to Kristine. Hi, Kristine. How have you been today?
Hey, B-Rye. I've been great, thank you.
When have you ever called me B-Rye in real life?
Do you guys have
I just feel that our friendship is so much closer after our experience at the Dave Matthews concert. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you guys
feel like we're
went
besties
to a concert
now.
together.
We did. We went to Dave Matthews together, and not once did she call me B-Rye.
Well,
and if there was ever a place to actually call me B-Rye, it would have been a Dave Matthews concert.
That was the time. Now, you told us that you were going to that concert, but you didn't tell us who you were with at all. And then the next day you were just like, yeah, I happened to go to that concert with Kristine. And Frank and I were like, wait, what? Like, you were there with a person?
I did. I went with a person.
Yeah.
I went with a person.
I count as one of those.
Yeah.
And a girl person? Like
a girl person, yeah. Well, that's my thing. I go to concerts with girl people.
But we didn't even get like any kind of like anxious conversation from you about going to the show tomorrow. I'm a little freaked out. Because
it's Kristine. There's nothing there. It's Kristine.
But
it's a low pressure night.
But
it was a wicked. I went in a sweatshirt and running sneakers. Like this was a way low pressure. This was fun.
But Brian, I can't think of a person that you'd go to a concert with outside of like Derek Furtado or us that you wouldn't be like about.
Yeah, even if it's totally platonic, you've definitely had a little.
You get stressed when people screw up your routine. By existing.
Well, Kristine didn't screw up the routine. We said we'd meet there at 7, and we did. It was a great routine.
Okay.
There was
pretty accurately on time. We were punctual.
Oh, yeah, very punctual. Very, very punctual.
Okay.
A+ for punctuality.
Amen. That's wonderful. And we got a couple drinks before we hung out at
Comics.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, shout out to Comics. Gave us a couple drinks before we went in.
Wow.
It was actually really nice to just go in and hang out and not have to be like getting, in your head, getting ready to go on stage. It was really fun to just stop in and say hi.
Oh, so at the casino, they probably didn't do like a shakedown street sort of thing? Does Dave even do that? Does Dave Matthews do that?
I was gonna say, I think it's just kids that used to wear polo shirts.
That's usually the summer shows. This was a little different, I think, little different crowd.
Are polo shirts bad?
No, like, don't you remember in the 2000s, like every frat guy wore polo shirts?
It's like the
like a rugby shirt.
Yeah,
a rugby shirt with a pop collar.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember the pop collar.
Real douchebag when you did that.
Yeah, that was not.
And you had a lot of people have crushes on you.
You need a collared shirt to pop it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you not have that, Frank? You didn't go through that phase?
No, I had my share of polo shorts, but I wore them like a reasonable human being. Not with a popped collar like the Fonz.
I popped a collar a time or two.
That's different though.
And I tried to pretend like it was an accident because I did think it looked cool, like it was a thing, and I like popped it, and I was like, oh. But then I was like, I can't be like popping my collar, so I would be like, oh, it just happened.
You gotta have a lot of ego to pop your collar.
And just like do it.
Really.
Yeah.
Be like,
you can get away with it. I can't pop a collar. I don't have a neck. So if I pop my collar, not on this shirt, but other ones I do, and I choose not to pop it.
If you popped it, do you think it would look like Dracula's cape?
I would look, I look like Dracula. Hello, I'm Brian. I'm come to pick you up for a date.
How big is your collar, dude?
It's me, B. Ryan.
It's me. I am Count B. Ryan.
I got your Halloween costume all planned in my head, guy.
I'm 420 years old.
Yeah, you've been wearing this collar for 300 of them.
I watched the Jersey Boys and popped my collar.
I feel like you're combining eras there.
Yeah, you're getting confused. I think.
Okay.
I think you believe Broadway shows for around 400 years.
I listened to P.D. Pablo. Right? That was 90s, right?
There you go. I don't know.
I haven't heard that name. I don't even think I heard it that much back then.
Peter Pablo?
Yeah. P.D. Pablo?
I have no idea.
Didn't you have that song like "Blow Your Whistle"? Some stupid song.
Like that. What? Sing some of the P.D. Pablo.
That is absolutely not why I'm here.
Sing some of those things.
In no way will I be doing that.
Would they bring whistles to concerts?
In
no way will I be singing anything. Look it up on a computer.
He sings Freak-a-Leak. Freak-a-Leak. I don't know the rest of it.
I do know him.
He's P.D. Pablo. We all listened to P.D. Pablo. We all had a phase where we listened to P.D. Pablo and Ja Rule and Juvenile and Mystical. Mystical was the best. I love Mystical.
A lot of grinding happened to those bands. Or what would you call them? Bands? Artists?
Artists. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Frank, Mystical is a rapper and he has a song. The first line in his song is, I came here with my dick in my hand.
My brother and I were listening to that song and we were like, that is the most aggressive opening line of a song we've ever heard.
Where did it go into?
Where do you go from there? Or where did he walk into
was
with
he
the
walking
dick in his
into
hand?
a club or like a bedroom or like a restaurant?
A grocery store?
No, but he was about to walk into some danger. That was the name of the song.
With his dick
in
his
where
hand?
do you think he was walking?
I don't know. He was going there with his dick in his hand.
Shopping mall?
Unless his
He's
dick's
incredibly proud of wherever he is. I'll tell you that right now. He's just
a date.
Maybe that's what he just called his gun. He's like, I got my dick in my hand, but it's like a gun.
Maybe.
No.
I feel like it's just a dick.
Something just sounds different about it when Frank says it.
I don't like the way. Oh no, that's the song. It's Shake Your Ass. Shake Your Ass is the song.
Show me what you're working with.
Show me what you're working with.
So I think it's a real dick that he has in his hands.
Oh, I don't think there was any question that it was a real
dick.
Or
he does have a gun and he's like, shake your ass or I'll fucking shoot you.
Or maybe it's a dildo. Maybe he had a dildo. That's much more practical.
This guy's a fucking poet. I came here with my dick in my hand. Don't make me leave here with my foot in your ass. Be cool. And don't worry about how I'm ripping shit when I'm flipping, when I'm kicking. That's just what I do. And then he goes, I'm effervescent and off like a crescent, which is very funny. That's a very funny line. It's like he thinks a crescent is something that just somebody took a bite out of.
That's it. That's it.
I feel like that's what would happen if you were a rapper, Brian.
Like I would just get the words wrong. Like
I would say these weird things.
Well, Brian sort of thinks effervescent is something you bite into.
Yeah, it's juicy. It's a juicy fruit. Effervescent fruit.
No, Brian. Effervescent is like what seltzer water is. Like
then why is he talking about taking a bite out of it?
I said the same reason he's walking into a place with his dick in his hand, I guess.
Oh, that's because he's about to shake his ass and show you what he's working with.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But speaking of ass shaking and showing us what you're working with, Kristine Blinn, Dave Matthews Band. Amazing times.
You don't have like a list of complaints like every other band that you've been to see?
You know what? I do not. I had a great time. I had a great time.
Wow.
So much fun. So I haven't seen, so you asked me like what, the Friday before? You were like,
okay, so Frank and I have questions. Okay, so did he just text you?
It sounds like you just have questions.
No, Frank has them too.
That happens sometimes when people use just, hey, I have an extra ticket to a show. You've never done that before?
Well, to people, like, do you guys talk regularly? Yeah. Like, Frank and I have questions.
I'd say we talk pretty regularly.
That's the thing. I think they're questioning our friendship, Kristine.
Well, that's not why I showed up here.
You, Brian, like, you always talk about people that you talk to. And then you just didn't say anything. And then you were like, I'm at a concert. And you texted us very drunk. Actually, we're going to read those messages.
We got to find those.
Yeah. That's what I'd really like to touch on.
Really? All right. We can get to those later.
I forgot all about those.
Me too.
They were obnoxious. They were obnoxious.
But you didn't tell us who you were with. Like, honestly, I didn't know if you were, like, alone. You know what I mean?
I was with Kristine.
Yeah, now we know. But then you've never been like, there's never been a time that we've talked on the phone and you've been like, I gotta go, Kristine's calling, or whatever, something. So Frank and I were just like, when did this friendship emerge? Like, we feel like we know all your secrets and now you're like a little mysterious.
Listen, Brian Bowden is mysterious. I'm a mysterious motherfucker, Katie. I'm mysterious, right? I'm like goddamn Doctor Strange mysterious. I'm mysterious. I'm a mysterious being. You think you know me, but you don't. You think you know me, but you don't.
I guess not.
I think some of our we talked more, I think, about like mental health issues. A few times we've had those conversations about stuff. So it's not like
so you guys have had like deep friendship conversations.
Oh yeah. I'd say at least maybe once a month Kristine and me will have like a good like all the talks that I would have with you, Katie, throughout the month. I just do it with Kristine in one shot. We get it done, over with. It's over. Yeah. Right. Yeah, we do like a check-in, and then leading up to the show, like the thing is, you and Kristine live near each other. I don't live near you guys. Yeah. And whenever Kristine and me do a show, look, I have my Bowden's Angels, if you will, right?
Okay.
Right?
Who's okay? How many angels?
We are there. At least 2.
I think I would say there's 3, possibly 4 angels in the.
Can I guess who they are?
You know them. Go ahead.
Okay, me.
Yep.
Kristine.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Yeah.
The white horse that we didn't know about. And then Liz Moniz.
Yeah, we'll throw her in the stable.
Maya.
And Maya, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Stable.
That's the stable.
I just found out Maya and I are on the same show together this weekend. I haven't seen her in forever. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
The reason why you guys are on shows because I don't need a feature. So but that's it. It just goes down. Yeah, it goes down the list. Whenever a place asks me, who, if I need a feature, I want to bring a feature, it's usually one of you guys. You guys are like my go-tos. I like having a female opener.
Very happy to do so.
You guys don't do any jokes about converting to alcoholism.
That's true.
And I feel like my sets with all of you guys, it really complements mine very well. So it's a nice flow to the night.
Brian and I had a shit show on Saturday.
We do. Can we get into that later? We're talking about Dave Matthews now, Katie.
I mean, yeah. How much more is gonna? Can we talk about the text that you sent during Dave Matthews? Because that's what I'm interested in.
Well,
she is really
because I was just about because you asked what the friendship was, and I'm trying to explain it, and you go, all right, so let's talk about the text. I didn't even get to the goddamn friendship yet.
Okay, go. I thought you were I thought we were done with the friendship.
We were not done with the friendship. No, friendship is forever.
I also have a voicemail Brian sent me.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Fantastic. So, after shows, Kristine and me, whenever we do a show, we always talk and hang out.
You don't have to explain yourself anymore. That's literally Frank.
But what I'm getting is we've never really done anything outside of comedy.
Okay.
And I felt like this was a good middle ground to do that.
Right, the fingers are back.
It was an excellent middle ground.
It doesn't make you anxious at all, clearly, talking about
it.
Well, no, I'm not anxious now. I'm worked up because Katie keeps throwing questions at me when I answer them with...
Literally, I'm ready to be done talking about it.
Okay, you said questions and you only asked one. It was a good time.
No, I had two questions. Remember, one of them was like, how did this happen? And had you guys been talking? And my questions were answered.
Yeah. But we had great seats. We were front row. Okay. It was wonderful.
It was excellent. Cool. Front row to a cliff drop.
Wow. Yeah, we had balcony seats overlooking the side stage.
Yeah, nice. Our vantage point was fabulous. And I haven't seen Dave Matthews since like 1997. So
so you were like,
this whole night was so nostalgic.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had the best time in my life. And we also had like really good view of a lot of people at the show, which was
people watching was great. We saw a gaggle of bitches wearing the same exact flannel shirt.
And I go, checkered flannel.
Yeah.
In the middle of the show, we said, let's take a walk. And we're strolling around the venue. And I just go, oh my God. And then Kristine looks up and goes, oh my God, look at them. Loud. She said it loud. And
they were
walking right at they had to have.
Then Brian goes, oh, let me write that down for later. And he takes out his phone to write
What a nightmare.
All right,
I am not the only asshole in this situation.
They looked annoying. They looked annoying, but it was a stellar time.
Like an annoying bridal party type of event.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
They look like woo girls.
Yeah, little woo girls.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. So that was it. Great time. I think Kristine described it as the time of her life. I don't want to paraphrase.
I also remember getting really excited when I was in the bathroom and I heard Satellite come on.
Oh, I bet.
Because Brian and I were talking about it before because I was like, oh, I hope they don't play Proudest Monkey. And then Proudest
and I
Monkey
go, I hope they don't play Satellite.
I was so offended. I love Satellite.
Satellite.
Right.
Not all, yes, Satellite.
Why don't you
Every
like that?
girl loves that song.
Yeah, they do.
I like that song. That was one of the first songs I ever learned how to play.
so Frank does like sad songs. Yeah, so do I though too. So
we're talking about on the way down. So now I have we go up to go to the bathroom, and I have this epiphany while I'm in the bathroom. Like Proudest Monkey is on. I'm like, oh my God, that's why they play it. Everybody hates it, so they can all get up and they can all go to the bathroom.
Oh.
And so I'm like, wow, I'm so smart. And then as I come out of the stall to go to wash my hands, Satellite comes on, and I have this immediate joy. And then I'm like, oh, is this really a shitty one too with Brian, right? But I was so excited. I came busting out of the bathroom, and I was like, it's on.
It was very funny. People were stopping us. They're like, why are you guys so happy?
Wow.
Yeah, why are you guys so happy? And we're like, oh, because I hate this song and she likes it. And the last song, she hated it and I liked it. And they played it back to back. It was wonderful. It couldn't have been worked out any better.
Yeah. It was just hilarious.
So what did I say to you guys? Oh, go ahead, Kristine. Okay. I'm sorry.
No, I just wanted to remind you about your friend who we got to see down in the front row.
Who's your friend?
My God. This is fucking amazing. This? Because Katie doesn't want to talk about Dave Matthews anymore.
This is
literally.
This guy is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Okay,
Ryan's very aggressive.
You are right now.
I'm hot right now. I'm hot. So
you're all fired up.
About 5 years ago, I was at a Dave Matthews show with John Porch, and across the aisle from me was this guy in between every song yelling, "Halloween! Play Halloween!" Every song, he just got Halloween. And then during every song, he was wiling out like it was his last day on earth and he knew about it. He was going hard on every song. I've never seen anything like it. cut to like 2 years ago, I find out that I know that guy. His name's Mikey Scott, right?
How do you find that out like years later?
Because we were at a wrestling show together.
Grocery store and he was
or did you like think about it? Yeah, he's
no, we had a festival.
We had
avocados. Okra. So we were at a festival of friendship. We were at the Dunkin' Donut Center watching Monday Night Raw. We were in our box, and everybody from the festival of friendship gets to bring a friend, and then Frank gets to come. That's the rules. My friend Jeremy picked Mikey Scott to come, and I was talking to Mikey Scott just about, Dave Matthews. I love Dave Matthews. He goes, I saw you at a show we were at. They played Halloween. I'm like, oh, you're the fucking, you were that guy. Cut to the other night when I'm with Kristine, I'm looking out and I just see Mikey Scott in the front row of Dave Matthews wilding out, staring at. Yeah, go ahead.
Because Brian tells that whole story to me, and then he goes, and I say that to say this. That right there in the green shirt is Mikey Scott, and this guy is dead center in front of Dave Matthews in the front row, fucking pointing and rocking out and so cool. And I looked at Brian, I was like, he looks like a college sophomore at an OAR concert.
Wow.
Like,
it was amazing.
So broing out. It was impressive.
I like that you guys were able to spot him.
Oh my God.
Bright
it was
green
great.
Shirt. Bright green shirt.
Bright green shirt, front center.
How annoying it is for a musician like Dave Matthews, who's been around forever, to have one person just relentlessly scream the name of one song
that you're not.
He didn't hear him that. I'm more concerned with what's it like being Dave Matthews singing some love song. You're singing Crash, talking about hiking up your skirt a little more, and then you look in the front row and it's Mikey Scott wilding out.
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
Well, we were also talking too. We're like, he's got he has to remember Mikey Scott. He's got to be like, oh, that's that dude in Hartford. That dude in the green shirt. Like I wonder if he's got one of those people like in every geographic area. You know what I mean?
Scotts.
Yeah. Like this fucking guy again. Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ.
So shout out to Mikey Scott and shout out to everybody that wiles out at concerts.
We did a bit of it. I definitely.
We need more of that. We did wile out. We wiled out.
Yeah, we had some fun. Did not fall over the railing, which was
I would be afraid.
This is a fear of mine in the beginning. I was like,
no, it was great. Safe railings. Good railings at Mohegan Sun.
Yeah.
They got the best railings.
I saw someone like fall over at a concert. It was a Tom Petty concert, and we were all smoking all together or whatever, and this with strangers and stuff. And
what were you smoking, Katie? Katie, what were you smoking?
Whatever they passed around. You know what
I mean? I wanted you to say pot.
Why?
Because I think it would have sounded funny. I didn't know what you were going to say.
Brian.
No, I knew you were smoking weed, but I just don't picture you saying weed. But I also see you. Yeah, like replacing it with something stupid.
We were smoking some.
We were smoking grass.
You were smoking grass. You were smoking dope. Tom Petty concert.
Katie,
whatever the kids were doing.
Every story Katie tells about like her past, it's always. I was there with some friends, and there were a whole bunch of strangers.
I know,
I know. Always surrounded by dangerous strangers.
I think the universe put me with Josh because he fucking hates strangers. So, like, any stories I tell him, I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I got in the car with these strangers, and I went to this man's house for a party. And he's like,
gives me
what
anxiety.
The fuck? Yeah. He's like, I don't even want to hang out with people I know.
I've done a lot of dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
Things were like, I don't know how my friends and I made it to this age. Like, I've done so much stupid shit.
Yeah.
It's
just what women do when we grow up, I think. Probably men do too, but it's not as dangerous because you're the danger in the story. You know what I mean? Like if you
danger, watch yourself is what I say.
You show up.
Nice call.
I show up with my dick in my hand, Katie.
Exactly.
And I tell be cool.
You're
Don't worry about how I'm flipping the shit. That's what I do it. That's how I do it.
And then your story is just I showed up with my dick in my hand.
Yeah.
And I picked up these hot babes. And our story is like we got in the car and this man had his dick in his hand. And it was super creepy.
It was a Seinfeld episode, actually.
Yeah, it was.
He took it out.
He took it out.
But yeah,
Wow.
Brian had so much fun that he also like didn't tell us he was going. So we didn't know. So it was just like a weekday, and around 9:30 p.m. on a weekday, Brian just sends us this message, and this is what it is. Ready? Because Brian, you probably don't even remember that you sent it. I'm gonna read it.
I remember texting. I don't remember what it said.
I'm gonna read it exactly as written. Okay.
Please do. Please do.
All right. I am at Dave Matthews right now.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Was there anything before this? Before you go, I'm sorry, but was there anything before this?
No, you just started this.
I just flat out came out with this.
You want me to double check? You want me to double check?
No.
Look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I scrolled around too. I don't think there was much.
All right. All right.
Okay, you just put this out of the blue. Like Frank and I are just relaxing, we're just having a nice weekday at home.
Mm-hmm.
And you sent this. I am at Dave Matthews right now, and I am fucking with a guy sit next to me on a monumental level. It's so goddamn funny. I love the videos. Man, it is so fucking good. I'll print more quartz because if it is that easy to do it, because if it's that easy to do it, I'll quit more clips. And I think you're a hate concentra. I just need more contacts. But if it's easy to clip so I could clip clips and send you the clips that I clipped, and you could just put the things on the clips and we can post the clips, let me know. I can do that tomorrow. And
I can do that tomorrow. It's right there.
I don't understand what the problem is. I think that's a very clear, concise message.
Yeah,
I told you where I was. You knew what I was doing. And I complimented you on the clips because you cut the clips. I told you I was going to cut if you cut the clips, so tell me what clips to cut.
It's going to sound exactly like the message right now.
Because it's exactly what I meant to say. If you tell me what clips to cut, I can cut the clips and send you the clips to put the things on the clips if it's easy to do the clips that way, and then we can post the clips tomorrow. I don't understand why this is such an issue.
Because if it is, it's that easy. You said things like that.
Well, I think
it that easy.
Who were you fucking with that was next to you, by the way?
No, the fucking... It was the bugs? Well, here's the thing. I went 2 nights.
No person?
And the next night, there was a dude next to me.
Okay.
And he was... And this goes to prove my point, and Kristine will back me up on this. What? Don't go to Dave Matthews with another dude. You can't do it. It's not a dude-on-dude activity. It's not. Because it looks very... Like, to me, it looks very... Kristine, tell them about the guy that was next to us in the second section that you just
with
blatantly
the hat
filmed.
And yeah, I did just blatantly film him. Or did you blatantly film him?
We both did because it was
blatantly
ridiculous.
Filmed him. I think first of all his aesthetic was off because I don't know if he's doing like No Shave November or whatever. He had a mustache on, and then like you're just kind of generic. Like a ball cap, sweatshirt. Like he looked like he was one of the dudes involved in like the Nancy Kerrigan knee thing, Like
that's really good.
Yeah, like that's who he is, and he's just sitting there, and he is just jamming
to like slow romantic songs, and When the World Ends, and he was clapping
like a this kind of guy, and I just wanted to punch him in the face. I'm sorry.
So,
Brian, and it was with another dude, and it was with another dude. So
that's your problem. You don't want another dude there because if there's slow songs, then what do you do?
Because if
Brian would be uncomfortable,
right? If like I could dance next to Kristine during these fucking songs, and it doesn't look weird. But like when it's just you and another dude and you're jamming out to fucking like the space between, that looks very silly to me. Can't do it.
Did you stand shoulder in shoulder?
We stood shoulder in shoulder. Yes, we did. Shoulder in shoulder.
What the fuck is
That's
shoulder
what
and
Brian
shoulder?
Thinks shoulder to shoulder.
When we stood next to each other.
Yes.
Like your shoulder and my shoulder. Yeah, we stood next to each other. Shoulder and shoulder.
Yeah.
The poor woman that was sitting next to me. First of all, there's a couple right here, and they sat the entire time, so like that's their own fault. But I definitely kept like bumping into her, and every time like I'm so sorry, but like also I'm not gonna stop. So too bad. I was like, I probably made that woman's night miserable.
Maybe, but she's at a concert, you know.
Yeah, that comes with the territory, though. That's part of the deal. That's part of the unwritten rules of a concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna bump into people.
You're gonna bump into people.
Yeah.
All right. So that was the first message about the clips.
That was it. You left Frank a voicemail, but it was the same thing. We don't need to revisit. It's just what you put in the thing.
It was along the same lines. I did make a
request. It's coming. The request is coming now. I'm sorry. I asked Josh if he could bring wine. Thank you so much.
You were breaking the rules.
I know. I'm sorry. It was just we finished them so fast that I felt like.
You know, when you finish a drink too quickly, it's important just to refill.
Yeah, it's important just to fill it back up. That's what I say all the time.
So we've had two glasses each, and if we happen to finish the bottle when that happens, that's it. You know.
See, that was the thing. Glass. We didn't ask how big the glasses were, Frank. Shame on us.
No, you didn't.
I know they didn't look small.
You know?
They didn't because they're not. They have fucking chalices of wine.
They're drinking glasses. I just didn't want to have wine glasses so we wouldn't knock them over on the stuff. You know?
I hate wine glasses for that reason. They're fragile.
I like them, but yeah.
Wine glasses are stupid pieces of equipment. I'm going to say it right now. There's no difference. There's no difference of wine coming out of a goddamn wine glass than a regular cup.
Well,
the difference is I feel fancy.
It's fancy, but it also has to do with like your body temperature raising the temperature of the wine. Yeah. So you have the stem to hold it.
You are supposed to hold it at the stem so you don't warm the wine.
But that makes me feel it's very top heavy.
Extensive wine knowledge.
It's top heavy at that point. You might drop it. Like I feel like I'm always like I'm gonna drop it.
Well, maybe that's why kids can't.
But don't they serve wine at room temperature? I'm not a wine connoisseur, but don't they serve them at the
red one?
Yeah,
Reds are supposed to be like a little bit below room temperature.
Yeah, so really, if you really get into it, there's like specific temperatures that different grapes are better to be had.
Yeah, if you want to get real intense about it.
Yeah.
We don't need to get intense at all.
No,
I don't like wine.
Bring up wine glasses again.
Yeah, I love wine.
I'm okay with wine.
I love it.
Look, if you're gonna pour me a cup of wine, I'm gonna drink the fucking wine. But I'm not going to the store to buy it. Fuck off.
Oh, I like it.
I don't know why.
I'll bring wine to parties.
I'll bring wine to my kitchen.
Because people say just pick up wine on your way, and then you get to the liquor store.
Oh, this stresses you out, right?
Fucking wine. It's like tampons, and you don't know which ones to get.
All you do...
red, white. They got the Savvy Blanc and the fucking they got Sutter Home. They got Zinfandels, and they got the reds. And I don't. What else do they have? What's the other kind? What's the one with the jar? Stella Rossi, right? Can't pick up Stella Rossi for
that was great in college though, and it was like $8.99 for a
jug.
The
big jug, the big.
Big
jug. Carlo Rossi, I think it was.
Whatever it is.
I love the box of Franza. The Franzia.
All you do,
Katie, I like a nice box of Franza.
I love it.
There are some boxes ones that are pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm not saying there's not. I'm just saying there's too much. And when people just say go buy wine, like be very specific as to what you want, because it's not fair.
This is just you being anxious about making a choice.
It is, because it's a lot of fucking choices.
You don't have to make
next
a
time
choice.
Somebody asks you, say, "What kind would you like me to get?"
Because then, all right, and then they go white Zinfandel, and then next thing, and then that narrows, and then now there's like a billion to choose from.
But you just talk to someone.
You just tell the guy or girl at the store.
I'm not talking to people.
Like Josh bought this type of wine that he brought down when we first started dating. Josh doesn't drink at all, and I think he like noticed what type of wine I like or something, and so he went to the liquor store and bought like a $60 bottle of the wine that I like, which in his mind he was just like, yeah, that's like a normal price to pay for wine. And I got to his house and I was like, he's like, will this be okay? And I was like, will it be okay? Like I go, just so you know, at a restaurant, this is
that's
like
the way to my heart and my pants, boy.
I was like, move in.
When it comes,
pack your bags, bitch. You live with me now.
Do you like cats? Oh, you do.
All you gotta do is go in, say, I need wine. This is what I'm willing to spend.
Yeah.
Tell me what to get. And then the person will just tell you what to get, and then you're fine.
And then at the restaurant, just order like I do. I'll have the $7, please.
Oh, forget that. Yeah, I point. I've learned at restaurants to point and kind of mumble the words that I can't say.
Well, we know that.
I taught myself how to do that.
Kristine was not here for these multiple episodes we had where we've had Brian. Anybody listening that's new, go back about a year ago, I would say. We had Brian guess what he thought different words were, like culinary terms, like
okay, like horse d'overs.
Yeah, like he
yeah. Those are appetizers.
We'd show him the word.
So you've heard of them.
I don't know why they just can't call it that.
Like foie gras.
Yeah.
And,
that's a salad with goat cheese.
Foie gras?
Foie gras.
Yeah. It's a force-fed salad.
It's a force-fed duck or some shit, right? Yeah. There was some artist who was like, I'm not going to your awards show if you serve foie gras, because they were going to serve it. And I can't remember her name, which tells you how important she was and how long she lasted.
You're like, so they served it.
So they served it and she didn't go.
Yeah.
It's delicious, and I would say everyone should try it. I know it's controversial, but it's really good.
Yeah, it really is a horrible way to eat animal. I'm going to be the one on the other side of Frank saying, just don't eat it. It's not.
No, there's one French guy who figured out how to do it without force feeding the ducks. He just planted all the crops that they like to eat, and they just stuff themselves.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And they lived like a good life, you know?
So binge eating is not just a human issue.
No. Animals do it too. My fucking dog does it. Used to do it before she died.
Yeah, Katie's dog had Willie Prada syndrome.
Yeah. My dog's gotten into like the big dog food bag and literally eaten until he's puked all over the house.
I've heard dogs will eat until their stomach will explode.
Oh yeah, no, they like really.
I'm like, I feel that.
Like you
me too. I'm like, I've been there.
And that's where I think, you know.
What?
I don't know.
That's why we love them. They're like us, but cuter. Speaking of stomach problems, I owe Frank an apology because I want to formally apologize. Because this week I had a really, really bad stomach bug. And
it's gone, right? Like
it's gone now.
Yeah, I swear to God, I will.
No.
Sleep here with my illness.
You'll be fine. You'll be in welcome company. It started on like 5-6 days ago, but I ended up losing like 7 pounds in like 3 days because I was not anything that I ate. I immediately like shit it out, and Josh goes, why don't you just try farting a little? It'll make you feel better. And I was no, I swear to God.
That's not advice. He wanted you to, she's setting you up.
I think he wanted me to shit my pants.
Setting you up to shit your fucking pants.
Because I go, no, I'm not trying when I go to the bathroom right now. And I think I understand how Frank could shit his pants. Like, I get it now.
Yeah. You shit your pants?
It happens on
it's a once a month thing at least.
Kristine,
this is a
Kristine, this is not a
no,
bit.
this is not. Hey, this isn't Frank shit his pants. This is Frank shits his pants.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like it's not like a full load of shit, but it'll be like I think it's a fart, and then I'm like, fuck, and I gotta run to the bathroom. And
that's all the time. He does it all the time.
Understand. He does it like once a month. Kristine, so that's the thing. I would always be like, no, that's disgusting. Like, control your butthole. Like, what's wrong with you?
Sometimes it really feels like a fart. This
week, I think if I had farted, I would have shit my pants.
Wow.
Like, and I was like, okay,
you didn't, nothing, no false alarms, Katie?
No, but
But wouldn't you go to the bathroom and try it there?
No, because
instead of just standing in the living room trying to fart when you're not sure.
No,
that's what I'm
go
saying.
To the bathroom,
like
and try it over the toilet if this is something that
that's
happens
what
to
I
you a lot.
did, and then it was
the right thing to do is. But
Katie.
it's like imagine you're going about your day, you got a fart, you're just gonna let a little fart out, and then you're like, uh-oh. It's like that.
That's what
literally never happened to me before in my life.
That's what I said. The whole time he's been talking about it, I've been
now watch it happen to me tomorrow.
I know.
Class.
I've been very insensitive, and I was like, oh, it'd be so nice to fart right now, and I like started, and then I was like, no. because it feels like something bad's gonna happen. So I ran to the bathroom.
Good job,
and
Katie.
I would have shit my pants if I had tried to fart. That I would have shit my pants, and then I would have had to kill myself.
Now, were you forcing the farts, Katie?
I
were
know,
you forcing the farts?
On a regular basis,
no,
you were
it was
not.
just like I had really terrible. There were almost no farts. Like I had said.
That's what happens. That's what because what happens is your body runs out of farts. And when your body runs out of farts, that's when the next round is shit. Yeah. And that's what happens. It's like it
was just water. It like wasn't even poop. Like
I have a theory.
I'm so sorry, Kristine.
I have ever had.
I think
I think your
there's going to be a Kristine-shaped hole in that wall.
Happy Friendsgiving, Kristine. Happy Friendsgiving.
Yeah, we're the family.
We're family now.
Me and our family.
But I think the theory with that is that when your butthole's holding stuff in, for whatever reason, pure liquid and gas for some reason feels sort of similar until you start to let it out and realize.
And then you're like, oh no. Yeah. But the whole time I'm like, I just don't like, how could you shit your pants? It's just crazy. And I 100% would have shit my pants. Like,
Katie texted me. She says, I know what Frank feels like. I'll see you at the show tonight. That's what she said.
I did say that.
Now imagine
and then
if you
I did
drank,
my show and I did
half
great.
A bottle of booze a day, and it just makes it a little bit worse. And that's kind of
I didn't drink alcohol until today. Today was the first time No, did I have alcohol yesterday? No, today was the first time for like 6 days.
Oh, okay.
Because I've just been really afraid. And I mean, honestly, we had a show on Saturday, and I just didn't eat or drink anything for 2 hours prior because I was nervous.
Good on you.
That's a terrible feeling.
I know. So then I was dehydrated, and I thought I was going to pass out, and these people wouldn't stop talking on the show. Like, if there was ever a set that I wanted to phone in, it was the Saturday night set, and these people...
That crowd was fucking work, man.
I know.
I
had to do like 20 minutes of like crowd work. So all I had to do was be paying attention, and I was like, I want to die right now.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do, you know?
Yeah, shit sucks.
I don't know. I offended a group of ladies that they were talking the whole fucking show. And the only time they stopped talking is when they were being talked to. So when Katie addressed it, that's when they shut up. When Corey G addressed it, that's when they shut up. They were talking the whole time. And at one point during my set, a picture fell off a wall. They have big giant paintings around the room, and a huge painting fell. And I go, "Oh, that
City Steam?
Yeah,
okay." And it looks like an art gallery. That
it does. It looks very artsy inside.
And it fell on a table. And this is how quiet the crowd was. A giant picture fell on these people, and they still didn't make a sound. Like I was like, nothing will make these people make a sound.
And I'm on stage. I go, "Did the picture just fall?" And Katie goes, "Yeah, big picture fell." I go, "Oh." And then I look at the table, the talkie ladies, and I go, "I wish the picture above them would have fell on them."
Yeah.
And everybody laughed and clapped because they hate those people. And then I go, what I really want to happen is a piano to fall through the ceiling on that table. But I go, I don't think that's going to happen. And they got offended and walked out of the show when I said that.
But here's how they did it. They walked out. They fucking planned. So you know they know how to be quiet because they would not shut the fuck up the entire show until they were planning their escape from the show. They quietly, one by one, left the table. And they fucking left the show and they like snuck out and I didn't even notice. And then eventually like it became obvious they weren't talking anymore because the table was empty.
Yeah.
Why not just get up and leave?
There are times when I do that. If there's a table like that and they're just talking, like I'll just say like, just go, like just leave.
Yeah.
Leave the show. You're ruining you know, I don't hate you. Just go.
You're not listening, so you obviously don't want to be here. Well, just leave. It's fine. Go. Let us have our good time.
Yeah, like there's other tables in this.
Well, that's the thing. Building. People plan things when something like that happens. It's usually some type of low key event, right? Like a birthday, right? Like a birthday, or like somebody got promoted at work, or just people at work going out. It's something where people need to socialize and they think a comedy show is a good idea.
Yeah.
But it's not, because yes, comedy shows are fun and you laugh and you have a good time and then you talk about it after. But but you have to shut the fuck up during the show.
Yeah.
And some people just can't handle that. They can't wrap their head around that. And they ruin things for other people.
They think they're like watching it on Netflix or something. And it's like, no, bitch, I can hear you. We're all right here.
Yeah, we're all right here, everybody.
Yeah, you're not in your living room.
Yeah, so it was good, but it was work. So
it was a lot of work.
That was that.
But then I ate French fries after, and I didn't shit my pants. Like I didn't have to go.
Great.
I didn't have a bathroom problem until the next morning. What a gift, right?
Good, we're back to this conversation.
Wow, Katie, I thought you were transitioning in to talk about the show that you wanted to talk about earlier. We did that, and now we are back on the John.
Back to the poo. I feel like Frank. Shitting. I'm Frank now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You did it.
Thank you.
I know. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Frank was in the hospital.
Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about that now. I want to.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, we'll just say
Go off, King.
We're about to. Yeah,
I'm fine with whatever.
Yeah, no. I figure we'll just say that because that's going to be an in-depth thing, and we're cutting it close on time. And I came up with some celebrity fight club things like we did last Patreon. And I figure if Christine's here, we can ask Christine.
Okay,
I love it, and Katie loves it too.
Okay, this is fun.
So we just started this thing where we name 2 either real life celebrities or characters in a movie or TV show or book, and we match them up to see who would win in a fight.
Okay.
And that's the whole thing.
All right. Do you have characters in mind?
Yeah, Brian will give them to you.
Oh, okay.
Yes. This was great. We did a whole and Frank wasn't able to do it. And if anybody wants to hear it, it's our celebrity matchup Patreon episode. You can go
Josh
to Patreon.
And Brian take it so seriously
because it should be taken seriously.
If you go on Patreon, they fucking Josh was like, "Well, is this gonna be actors or characters?" And I was like, "Just fucking shut up! Like, I'll tell you who it is."
Yeah.
What kind of fight are we talking? Are we talking like a sanctioned UFC fight?
Yeah, dude, it's all different.
We've covered it. We talked about different kinds of fights, hand-to-hand
Frank,
combat.
if you listen to the fucking episode, you would know.
Well, my assumption would be
Frank.
You have the matchup, and then how would these guys do in this kind of fight?
We've done that as well.
Yeah. So all right. So right off the bat, let's just do it. A 4x4 fight, right? A 4 corners match, right? With the Golden Girls. And we all know Sophia loses. Right? Does she lose?
It's going to be between Dorothy
Sophia
and Blanche.
The biggest one will win. The biggest one.
B. Arthur? Dorothy?
Yes.
It's either I'm between her and Blanche.
Her reach.
You know what? You're right.
Blanche
that's what I brought it down to too.
Because first I was like, "Oh, Sophia will win because she's fucking wild and she'll beat people with her purse."
She's brittle.
Blanche fucks.
Yeah,
Blanche is in shape.
Fucks. Yeah, Blanche got it all.
But Dorothy doesn't, so she's got a lot of pent up rage.
Yeah, but listen though,
Rose very timid. Rose is very timid. I don't think she has that fighting spirit.
The last one gets knocked down once and she doesn't get up.
She didn't she assault that one guy who she thought was chasing her and she just ended up dropping her wallet?
Yeah.
Who? Betty White?
Betty White did on the show.
Rose
did one time. Yeah. But again, that was in panic mode. I don't really think if she was thrown in a match, I don't even think she'd walk into the ring.
Yeah. So it's down to Dorothy and Blanche.
Okay.
All right. We got the redhead that fucks versus, Sam the Butcher's girlfriend. No, that was the Brady Bunch. Alice dated Sam the Butcher.
Yeah.
Who did Dorothy date? She dated some guy.
She had a few kicking around. She had dates.
She had that hot guy, the guy who was the doctor on the other shows.
I think if B. Arthur got her hands on you, she could take you down and probably do a little ground and pound.
Dorothy?
Like a lot of holding you down is hitting your head.
Because Blanche would be worried about looking attractive while she was fighting.
Yeah, she'd be like, not my face.
She could be a slapper.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Dorothy would cause damage because she's dealt with her mother her whole life.
Yeah.
And she dealt with her Stan.
Ex. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know she's got some pent up anger, want to beat the shit out of him. So she could really snap and take that anger out. Yeah.
I think Dorothy would win.
I mean, I don't think she would be a skilled fighter, but she'd get the job done.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
We're giving it to Blanche.
No, we said Dorothy.
Dorothy.
Go ahead, argue for Blanche. Yeah.
What did you do? Were you smoking the marijuana?
No, I was trying to find out Dorothy's boyfriend's name on the show. I thought that would have added to
Christine literally said it. You were too busy.
That was his ex.
Oh, her actual boyfriend. It's the guy that was on the show Empty Nest, the doctor.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. If Blanche could close the distance,
Barnaby from Babes in Toyland. That's how I know him.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. Christmas right around the corner. Hung up my lights. You can see them behind me. I
put up some Christmas trees too.
All right. Next match.
Actually, Josh did, but yeah.
Next match. Liberace versus Elton John.
Oh.
I don't think I know enough about Liberace.
I don't either. I have no clue.
I'm going to say Elton John, I think.
I don't know. I think Liberace will fuck him up.
You think
I
so?
don't know anything about the guy. I don't even think I've ever seen
Liberace
a
will fuck him up.
But I think he was like way more, wasn't he like way more like effeminate than Elton John?
Oh yeah, maybe. Probably.
Like I think and Elton John wrote songs
I think
about
Elton John would fuck him up.
Yeah, Elton
he would
John's
fuck Liberace up.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's up for debate.
So Liberace could do a Killer Bees thing because he had his partner get plastic surgery to look just like him. So
really?
That's
fantastic. That's commitment.
He's got serial killer blood, man.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna go with him. I'm going with him.
Yeah, I'm going with Liberace.
If somebody do that, Liberace would
he has the
cut
power.
you and pull off fingernails.
He could do the roll under the ring, and then his partner runs out, and they think it's him, and he's fresh, and he's not tired, and then
that's true.
He has the psychosis that would carry him far.
See?
That's true.
That's why we got to talk these things out.
Liberace might have a heart, a little bit too much.
Yeah, Elton John. What's he gonna do? Bring out Lil Nas and eat dinner? Fuck them.
Lil Nas fuck someone up.
I couldn't
Lil Nas
hate
fuck up Liberace.
more than that fucking commercial.
What commercial?
I hate that. The stupid one.
I love that commercial.
The two of them. I don't know.
It's Elton John and Lil Nas X hanging out.
What are they selling?
DoorDash, maybe?
Yeah, DoorDash and fucking like Lil Nas just yell out, be like, "Tonight I'm eating mozzarella sticks with French aioli," and then Elton John's like, "I'm gonna have duck confit," and that's basically the whole commercial. Yeah, duck confit.
And then Elton John somehow needs to borrow money from Lil Nas X, and Lil Nas X is riding one of those stupid little machines that kids ride outside of grocery stores.
Yeah, I love that commercial.
And I can't get he's enough. Like, "You don't look poor," and I just think it's so dumb.
I love it. I love it. I love it all.
Sounds pretty bad.
I hate it. I think it's because I hated Lil Nas X's song that he won all the awards for, where he's
the cowboy song.
Yeah, I am not a fan.
All right.
Not a fan. And so it permeates everything else. Lil Nas X would lose in a fight with Elton John.
Brian get so sad.
Like, how do you
like, oh, whoa.
Sorry.
Your brain, Brian, was like,
I will take my horse to your town road. We're going ride to can. No, it's a very simple song. It's very fun. It's a very fun song. Yes, it is.
Although I was at an American Legion in Treasure Island in Florida, and there was this old ass, easily 70+ couple, the woman on the keyboards and this old dude with his guitar, and they were doing that song.
And then did you still hate it?
Yes. But
oh my God, you have no soul. Actually, I'm never taking you to Dave Matthews.
I'm gonna send you that video if I can find it.
Please do. Please do.
Yeah.
Please do.
You'll love it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I ruined your night.
All right. Mystical and Lil Nas X. Who do you think will win in a fight?
Mystical just sounds like a Tasmanian devil.
Who would just the guy with the dick in his hand?
That is the guy with his dick. And he'll show up to fight gay Lil Nas X and not even give a fuck. He'll still show up with his dick in his hand.
How old is everybody?
They're both in their prime. They're both in their prime.
Mystical.
How old was we didn't ask how old Sophia was.
That's true.
She was in her prime.
Do you know that Sophia was actually the youngest one out of the bunch?
I know, isn't that funny?
Isn't that crazy?
And she looked the worst.
And I bet you she never even had a complex about it. Women nowadays, they always bitch. She
probably did a little.
Maybe.
I watched Joan Rivers. I think it was her documentary. And to me, Joan Rivers is like one of the best comedians, like coolest like she just seems like the coolest fucking person.
Yeah,
she has.
I love Joan Rivers. I saw Joan Rivers, and I talked to Joan Rivers and gave her a joke for her set. I didn't give her. Go ahead.
You gave her a set. Did she take it?
Yes, she did. Joke? She did.
Wow.
She did.
I am very jealous of that.
Yeah. That's pretty,
like
that's
I would.
Joan Rivers does a full set sound check before her shows. Well, she did.
I bet.
Really,
it was the whole set, and it was towards the end of her set, and she had a joke about Kim Kardashian, and she said that she goes, Kim Kardashian's a stupid asshole, and then she goes, no. She goes, Kim Kardashian's a fucking cunt. She goes, I don't know, and then she looks at her assistant. She goes, I don't know what I like better. Right. And he goes, you can go with either one. And she's literally going around the room. She's like, what do you think? What do you think? And I'm in the back just standing there watching. She goes, what do you think? I go, I think you should call her a cunt. And then she goes, I'm going to call her a cunt. And then she did it during the show. She called Kim Kardashian.
Why were you there?
Because I was helping the Comedy Connection run a booth. It was a promotional booth. So I got to go there early and set up. And when I was done, I'm going to go hang out with Joan Rivers. Very nice lady.
She's just like the coolest person. And so to me, I'm like, what could this woman like possibly want for, or like how could her ego be like weak in any way? And she said like, and they had footage of her saying it. She was like, my husband always said like, you're so smart, you're so funny, you're brilliant, you're amazing, da 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 da. He never said I was beautiful. Jesus. So like she has all these attributes, and she still was like, I want people to think I'm beautiful.
Wow.
And she was very pretty.
But I feel like Estelle Getty probably did care that she that's my point. But like, it's just crazy because Joan Rivers, you're like, what could this woman like possibly
look at Dolly Parton. She had all that surgery too.
Yeah.
Like, it's that surgery.
Everybody's fighting a battle that you don't know about.
Yep.
Right? Isn't that what they say?
Yes.
Everybody's
that's what the bumper sticker says.
That's what they say. That's
I
what
read
all those
that
memes
meme
say.
too.
Be kind. Listen, we're gonna wrap up here.
I read that meme, and my friend who's about to get divorced's account also.
On Alexa, stop. I am gonna. We're closing up here, and then we'll go to Patreon and hear all about Frank's hospital.
Frank was in the hospital. We cut this off for a whole hour.
Maybe
we'll get a third glass of wine for it.
Yeah,
get a third glass of wine. We can all laugh at Frank's hospital visit.
Yay! No more talking about shitting.
And I'll say this,
Christine.
You two,
honestly, the
Katie,
hospital visit probably.
Katie and Christine, you two, you're my Joan Riverses. That's what you
Thank
two
you.
are. All right.
You're my Charlie from Charlie's
Why don't
Angels.
you think
Thank
that we're
you.
beautiful?
What?
What the fuck?
Because I think you're funny and smart and all those other things.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Well, it is what it is, I guess.
He cut off.
I apologize.
Cut off right when it was
you
time
guys
to tell
are.
us we're hot. What the fuck?
Sorry.
I know, right? I was just about to get into it.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys froze too for a little bit, and you missed it.
Okay.
When you guys were frozen, I did a lot of talking about how beautiful you were and all that shit.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
It was, you listen back to it, Katie. It was amazing. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful,
likely story.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Frank, you're my Joan Rivers assistant, is who you are to me.
Okay. All right.
Who actually did a lot of writing. Good writer.
Happy Friendsgiving, guys. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody listening right now.
Do you guys want to go around and say what you're grateful for?
Nope.
Not really.
Oh my God. We have 2 Franks on this episode. Brian, do you want to say what you're grateful for?
I'd be grateful if your screen stopped freezing.
I would also be grateful for that. You know what? I'm grateful for. You don't have to coax me, Katie. I'm gonna
whatever her name is.
Whatever. You know what it was? I saw the name up top, Kristine Blinn, on the top of the page, and it got me confused. I'm thankful that I have friends that I can call on whenever I need be to ask for advice, to vent. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the listeners of this podcast that reach out to us on a regular basis, tell us about their day, how long they've been out of jail, how many times they've listened to us and told other people about us. Thank you to all the women that have sent us creepy corner messages
Yes.
of the creepy guys in their inbox for us to read.
For
Thank
a second,
you to
I
all
thought
that.
you were going to say all the women who have been graceful enough to sleep with me or something like that.
And all of them
I'm
too.
grateful
And
for
all
those
of them too. And I'll say thank you and you're welcome to all those ladies.
First of all, I'm grateful that I can fart again.
Go ahead, Katie, I'm done.
It is nice.
I'm thankful that my friends let me finish.
It sounded like you were done.
I thought you were done too.
I know.
There was a considerable lull.
Yeah,
okay?
what the fuck
There
else
was
are you
a
gonna
lull.
say?
There was a lull.
You can only wait for a lull. If you lull, then someone's going to hop into that lull.
You can't lull around me. Ask Josh. It drives me nuts.
I'm done.
Thank you. Good. I'm grateful that I can fart again. I missed it. I didn't think that I would.
Welcome back, Fox.
Could you record one of your farts for us?
I just I don't even fart that much. You can ask Josh. He's probably heard me fart maybe.
Can we get one, Katie? Can we get one fart?
I'll try.
No, I'm right here. Not today.
Not today, just another day.
No, my body wouldn't even allow me to do it.
I will be so grateful when you don't do that today.
I would love to hear a Katie fart.
You guys, I'll try to record it. It doesn't happen. I try.
I want to hear it. It's got to be the
not make a
cutest thing in the
sound.
world. It's got to be.
I'm
Or
controlling
horrifying.
it.
It could be intense.
No, Josh would tell you if it was intense.
Yeah, he would tell us that.
Would he?
No, fuck yes, he would. He absolutely would.
Are you done, Katie?
No, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for our listeners who recently got out of jail and messaged us the minute they got out of jail to be like, you guys, that's why I haven't been reaching out to you. So shout out to Justin. You know who you are.
It was
keep sharing the podcast. We love that message. We love it. We want to make content that people like, even if they're in prison. You know what I mean? And I want to say thank you to our listeners who share our podcast with their friends. I love that. I see you guys make those posts and I fucking love it. Thank you for tagging us in people's creepy corners. People will post creepy messages and we have listeners that will tag us to be like, you guys should read this on the podcast. And I love that. Thank you for our Patreon subscribers. You guys are the real fucking shit. I will fart for you guys. You know what? I'll do a fart and I'll put it on the Patreon.
Yes! Yes, I cannot wait for this.
Right,
it's going to be so hard. My body will not let me do it, but I'm going to try.
Can I clarify? Not tonight.
Not tonight.
No.
Okay.
It will be a separate. I'll make a video.
You know what we'll do? We'll put up 3 farts and we'll have the Patreon subscribers try to guess who's farted to.
Which one's Katie's?
Whoever gets it right will be entered into a drawing to win a free T-shirt.
Yeah. That'd be
I
great.
like this a lot.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
We could do it. Pictures of poop in the toilet and everything.
We don't have to go that crazy, Frank.
You gotta ruin everything.
Yeah, Frank. Too far.
I have a friend who sends me pictures of his poops.
Good.
That's such a
Not
guy
a good
thing.
friend.
Yeah,
Christine, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful that this conversation is going to be over soon. No, I'm thankful for friends who want to actually have me on their podcast because it's a lot of fun, and for friends who want to have me on their shows, which is a lot of fun, and frankly, that anybody wants to have me on any show, anytime, anywhere. So that is what I am thankful for.
Christine, why don't you? Oh, wait, Frank, do you have anything to be grateful for?
He already said his
guys
dumb shit,
covered
didn't he?
most of it.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right, Christine, where can people find you to follow you? Because she is really funny, you guys. She has a great Instagram account.
So I'm at Kristine Blinn on Instagram and Kristine Blinn on Facebook and KristineBlinn.com. And I'm at Bill's Bar in Boston, right near Fenway, on Friday at 7:30 with Maya Mannion.
Oh, boy.
Also very funny.
So that's Christine with the K, Kristine, Blinn, and we will post that in the show notes, you guys. So give her a follow, show her the wicked funny love.
Yeah, and make sure you sign up for the Patreon just on the fact that I'm eating a 400 milligram Russ's Dank Bar right now. So shout out to Russ.
Oh, who did he give you one of the edibles that we had?
Yes, he did.
Because it was delicious and awesome. So tell Russ thank you.
Yeah, he's good.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and happy Thanksgiving.
We love you.
Thanksgiving.
Bye.